Hey y'all, it's my review for Basketball Wise, episode 16. Before I get into the review, I just want to thank y'all for continuing to watch my reviews for this show. I know y'all don't watch it anymore because, it's a little terrible, kind of boring, but I don't know, I'm still intrigued by it. I don't want to totally give up on it. It's my job to watch this terrible show for y'all so we can both laugh at it. How about that? So let's get started. We open the episode with Wacky Jackie and a dog is her plot line. That is how busy she is. So Doug got her this badass dog that she's talking to him on the phone because that's where he lives instead of with Jackie, that she's gonna get him trained. Seeing this dog ripping and running around Jackie's house just makes me thankful that I do not have a dog of my own. I am not a pet person whatsoever. It's crazy though because I live in a building that is very pet friendly to the point where I hear dogs barking every day. But yeah, pets are right up there with kids. I do not want either. So next scene we're with Brandi, Duffy, and British, and they're going to like a sweat spa or something like that. This looks very similar to, if you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, this is where Candy, Marlo, and Sheree went all together. These reality TV shows, they are running out of things for their cast members to do. So then they're just talking about how crazy Jackie's Ponderosa is. And speaking of Jackie, we're with her now as she's meeting up with Jennifer. So of course they're talking about the Ponderosa, and if I hear the word Ponderosa one more time, I'm going to jump out my window that I'm facing. Jennifer is totally unbothered that she just spilled Malaysia's tea about her house being in foreclosure. Jackie is taken aback by this because she thinks her Ponderosa, I guess I had to say it was a disaster. But Jackie, you made it a disaster because you facilitated this conversation. If you didn't keep pushing Jennifer to spill the tea, then it wouldn't have been a disaster. Remember in the last episode? Say it! Say it! Jennifer feels no remorse. She said she said what she said. You don't ever hung up on me. It's a trigger for me. Being hung up on is a trigger. Okay. So we cut back to the other ladies talking about the Ponderosa, and they're all in agreement that what Jennifer did was wrong. So Duffy is trying to see if Brandi has any empathy for Malaysia, seeing that she's going through this. Maybe that explains Malaysia's sour attitude. Now Brandi says that she feels sorry for her, but she still ain't effing with Malaysia. Sorry, it's too early in the video to say the F word. We're back with Jennifer and Jackie, and what the hell is Jackie talking about? We're moving on. She's trying to make the case that she wasn't starting no mess, and she definitely was. Jackie, you're not trying to bring nobody together. You are like Sid from Toy Story 1. And the other ladies are your toys. You are terrorizing these women. The problem with this show is that Jackie is the only type A cast member. Because if you had any other type A women, they wouldn't be going along with her insanity. But these other ladies, they keep going along with it. She's puppeteering them to fight with each other and argue and spread mess. We're back with the other ladies again. Looks like there's some tension brewing between Duffy and Brandi over Malaysia. It looks like Duffy is getting a little bit more closer to Malaysia, and Brandi low-key don't like it. So it looks like Brandi throws some shade at Duffy, and now they're going back and forth. Duffy says she is not a fake friend. Also, does Duffy realize that her makeup foundation is a different color than her neck? And why do the ladies have full faces when they're at like a sauna? Ladies in the chat, do you go to the sauna with the full face on? I'm just curious. So they don't get into a full-on fight, just a little minor disagreement, but they laugh it off and they go about their day. So next scene we're with Jackie and that damn dog. She's bringing them to get trained, and it's ripping and running again. And this time it's horny and humping the trainer. Silly shit. Fast forward. Next we're with the other ladies, Brandi, Brooke, British, and Duffy. They're doing some random yoga activity on a roof, it looks like. And the topic of conversation is Malaysia. Yet again. Yeah, I agree with Brandi. Can we stop bringing up Malaysia? None of y'all fuck with her like that. So it looks like they're doing R&B yoga. Let's find out what that is. This is boring. And Duffy's BBL is very distracting. Well, actually, all their BBLs are distracting. So Duffy's now talking about her fiance. Now, I remember last night I was watching this high. I didn't realize it was this boring. I had so much nice things to say at the beginning of the second half of the season. What happened? So blah, blah, blah. Brandi says that her husband is visiting her in LA. And I still can't believe that the majority of this cast does not live in LA. Most of them live in what? Texas. British, she lives in the Midwest. Malaysia lives in Atlanta. What is going on? Why can't they just do a girls trip for the basketball wives and make that the season instead of just shipping them to LA and then pretending like they live there. Hell, I don't even think Jackie lives there. Like when the season wraps, she's probably gonna go to Sacramento where she actually lives with Doug. And whatever happened to the wealth to this show, like the glamour, like nice shit? Like there's no aspirational wealth on this franchise whatsoever. Next scene we're with Duffy as she was planning to meet with Malaysia at a bar, but she FaceTimed Malaysia and she said that she can't make it. I'm like, she couldn't tell her this in advance? Like she just finding out? But she said that her kid is injured at practice, she can't go. Duffy isn't worried about it though, but she does say she feels bad for Malaysia and she really wants to talk to her about a few things. Wow, so that's it, huh? Like that's the end of the scene? She just got stood up? Ugh, so next scene we're at Jackie's place and it looks like she's about to have company. A few of the ladies are gonna come over. We're at the middle mark of the episode and nothing has happened. Duffy is also working overtime. She has been in every single scene so far in this episode. So altogether it's Jackie, Duffy, Jennifer, and British. Something's going on with British. As soon as she walks in, she seems down. She said she had a long 24 hours. She's telling the ladies that it looks like she violated something with her probation officer and now they're recommending her to have an ankle monitor on. And it's like, well, you can't get mad at anybody but yourself. I'm nervous for British because they're asking her questions about her court case and she can't seem to even come up with any simple answers. She's definitely going to jail. Woo, and that is not all what British is going through. She also discloses to the group that she had an ectopic pregnancy. I'm guessing that's similar to a miscarriage. Y'all can correct me in the comments if y'all want. The mood is definitely shifted in the scene as she says this. I mean, her life is pretty much in shambles right now. The ladies are all sympathetic to what British is going through, and at least it looks like she has a support system amongst the cast, because she's really going through hell. Lord have mercy, we are back with Jackie in another scene. She's picking up the dog that's been trained. Fast forward. So next scene we're with Malaysia for a bit in this regular schmegler rental she's in with her 3 kids. She's saying that she's taking a little break from the ladies before she engages with them again. So next all the ladies are gathering on a day trip to support British because her life is in shambles. They're all getting on the sprinter to go to a wine tasting in Malibu. Meanwhile, British gets a call while she's on the sprinter and she takes it away from the other ladies. It looks like it's her parole officer she's talking to and she is cursing them out. I mean, just has an attitude. Are you allowed to talk to your parole officer any kind of way? Because, I mean, it doesn't help. She's telling that person on the phone that she is at work right now. She is not out committing crimes. Y'all are just fucking with me because of who I am. Who are you, British? Because I didn't know who you were before this show. After she gets off the phone, she goes back on the sprinter and lets the ladies know that she officially has to wear an ankle monitor. And she is pissed. It ruined the whole mood for her. And she actually tells them that she wants to go home, but they encourage her to stay. I wish I could feel sorry for her, but she brought all this on herself. I mean, fraud and identity theft? I mean, it took effort on your end to do. So they all get to the winery, they're having fun, and the topic of the conversation is Brandi saying that she wants her husband to move to LA with her. But it looks like he doesn't want to. British then brings up how Brandi and Duffy got into it at the sauna over Malaysia. And Brandi implies that Duffy is thirsting over Malaysia's friendship under the guise of trying to get her and Malaysia to talk to each other. Duffy is very offended by this and they're really going at it this time. I don't care. Malaysia isn't there. It's just a really silly thing to get into it about. Duffy then says for the record, she doesn't care if Malaysia and Brandi ever become friends again. I mean, neither does the audience. Like that ship has sailed. We don't give a fuck. So I guess that's the end of the wine taste. Nothing else happens. So next scene we're with Duffy again. She's been in every single scene for this episode. I hope she's getting paid more. She's meeting up with Jackie and it looks like Malaysia's gonna join them. Malaysia isn't there yet, but Duffy and Jackie are talking about the wine tasting and how she got into it with Brandi and she's still feeling some type of way about it. It's starting to look like Brandi's the issue here. I mean, first Malaysia, then Duffy. You get into it with friends you've known for at least 10 years. Maybe it's you. They're both talking about Malaysia now, and Jackie says she hasn't heard from her since the Ponderosa. I mean, it is your fault, Jackie. Her business wouldn't have been aired out if it wasn't for you. Malaysia finally arrives, and Jackie just cuts straight to the chase. She asks her, is she mad at her? Malaysia's being polite to her and saying that, well, she didn't appreciate that, like, she didn't respect both ladies' wishes to not continue the conversation. Jackie obviously kept pushing Jennifer to say that her house was in foreclosure. I'm glad at least Malaysia clocked that. Jackie's giving her bullshit excuses, just saying that them as a group, we all just want to move forward. She was trying to help. Then Malaysia drops a bombshell and says, I don't want to be around your group of friends anymore, permanently. So it looks like she's quitting the show. Oh, so she's using the mental health argument. I mean, okay, that's fair. I'm just wondering, like, isn't this her main income? Like, they flew her ass out to LA to shoot Basketball Wives. And how is she gonna get her house out of foreclosure now? Jackie and Duffy are taken aback. They're speechless. We cut to her confessional and she's saying that she needs to walk away from this group as well as the show. Another theory I have is she's probably leaving the show because her husband sent her that cease and desist to not, talk about him or say his name or whatever. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know, I think she's making a mistake, but it makes sense why they're bringing Angel Brinks in the next episode now because they don't have Malaysia. I don't feel sorry for Malaysia though, as she was ostracized from the group because, she kind of sold out her friendship with Brandi and some of the other women to be friends with Shawnee and Evelyn, if y'all recall. And y'all know that every season of Basketball Wives, they usually ostracize one girl in the group. It's been Jennifer before, it's been Jackie. So it's Malaysia's turn. And Malaysia was a part of, the mean girl clique. So it is what it is. Malaysia does clarify to Jackie that she's not quitting her, she's just quitting the situation. I get so tired of them saying the situation. Just say the damn show. So it looks like the purpose of Malaysia coming was just to tell them that she's quitting the show. I don't get it though. It's not like it's all the women. She's only beefing with Brandi and Jennifer. Like she was getting along with the other ladies. I don't know. I'm not buying the mental health argument. Are y'all? So Malaysia gets up to tell the ladies bye. We then cut to her confessional and production asks her, is this it for you on Basketball Wives? And of course she says the never say never part, but she says no dollar amount is worth not standing up for yourself. Girl, you could have got the bag as well as stand up for yourself. You were saying goodbye to an easy check. And that's where the episode ends. I'm not sure if she can afford to make this decision, but it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the season is without Malaysia. I know that they're adding Angel, but she can only bring so much. Not really excited for the previews. Did not like this episode at all. I guess it's going to be a long second half of the season, but y'all know I'm a completionist, and I said I was going to do it. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all thought about this shitty ass episode. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.